What's up, folks? Welcome to today's video. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about something that I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with. Specifically, in this case, we're going to talk about cybersecurity kind of standardization frameworks. You've probably heard of these frameworks. ISO 27001 is one that I think a lot of people have heard of, or any of the 27,000 series of ISO standards. They're all to do with information and cybersecurity. If you're in America, you might have heard of the NIST framework. There's all kinds of different frameworks through which you can kind of evaluate your cybersecurity. And the reason why it's love-hate, the love side is because I actually think the frameworks themselves are great. If you use them effectively, they're a really good way of kind of sequentially breaking down the different characteristics of your business that you need to evaluate through, specifically for cybersecurity, to see if you can help yourself kind of get more maturity in that regard. The hate part comes mostly because, not the frameworks themselves, but I think a lot of organizations and individuals are misusing the frameworks. I think that because, in my experience, a lot of organizations we evaluate, what they'll do is they say, hey, we're 27001 compliant. And what does that mean? For them, it means what they've done is they've brought in an auditor. They've broadly just left the auditor to work with the IT team, which, if you go back to a previous video, true cybersecurity is not just a technology issue. But they bring in an ISO 27001 auditor who has a spreadsheet. They work with the IT team to either build the evidence and tick some boxes, or even be allowed to kind of provide evidence of how they are going to create evidence in each of these areas. To then get to the other side of it, they get the ISO 27001 accreditation, and then the paperwork goes in a drawer and doesn't really change the price of fish. The organization hasn't changed anything. All they've done is they've gone through a tick boxing exercise with an external auditor so that on their marketing material they can stick 27001 compliant on the bottom of it. I don't think that's a great way of using those frameworks. If you look at the frameworks, what they were designed to do is they're designed to act as a catalyst for conversation, not be the conversation. What I mean by that is, ISO 27001, it's designed to talk about information security in your business in perpetuity. If you use it effectively, you're constantly, as a leadership team or as an executive team, evaluating your organization and specifically the risks to your information and data from a security perspective in perpetuity over the life of the business. If it's just a tick boxing exercise and a piece of paperwork that goes in a drawer only so that you can stick it on your marketing material, it's not really securing you as an organization. The better scenario is to use the framework, but use it as it's designed to be used, which is a catalyst for conversation. It's something that is designed to be an aide-memoire, so that as you go through the life of your business and you're constantly evaluating the risk to your business from a cyber perspective, you have this framework through which it will prompt questions or prompt you to act or evaluate certain things or get a pen test or whatever it turns out to be in perpetuity. It has to be continual. Unfortunately, cybersecurity is not an acute thing, it's a chronic thing. That's it for today's video, folks. As always, stay happy, be nice to each other, and I'll see you next time.